Good day, good people. My name is Kabasekwele and I'm an online math tutor here to help young children turn their struggles into their successes. I remember being a child and always wondering to myself why homework is even a thing. I remember thinking I could be doing so many other very, very important things like watching a movie or playing with my friends. Instead, I'm being robbed of my childhood because I'm constantly doing homework. Fortunately, that is not how I reason today. And I'm sure you as a parent know that there are many benefits to your child having and doing their homework consistently. So this video is not going to try and convince you that homework is necessary. Instead, this video is going to show you how you should encourage your child to approach homework and how your child should use homework to improve their grades. What's the right way to approach homework? That's what this video is going to be about. Now, typically parents view homework as a means for your child to practice any new skills that they learn in class. There's another way of thinking when it comes to homework that your child would benefit greatly from if they adopted it. They need to think of homework as a means for them to practice their theoretical understanding of a topic in mathematics. So what generally happens in class is that a teacher would teach a new skill or a new method that they can use to solve a problem, and then instruct the child to practice this new method with a variety of sums. Once the lesson is over, the teacher will then assign homework that is due for the next day. Then your child would come home and do the homework. Once they're done, they put the book away and that is it for the day. And this cycle continues for the entire year. Not to say that that approach is incorrect, but that routine instills this idea in your child's mind that homework is just a practice session. When in reality, homework is actually how we put our understanding of the theoretical part of the topic into practice. When you take something that's theoretical and you put it into practice, your understanding of that theory is reinforced. Therefore, homework is not just an opportunity to practice the practical side of mathematics. It is an opportunity for you to use your knowledge and understanding of the subject to use. To be able to solve problems, your child needs to have a good understanding of mathematics, and they need to have a big picture view of the subject. Otherwise, they'll never be able to solve problems in mathematics. Think of it like this. Let's say you went to medical school and you were only taught ways to treat certain illnesses. You were not taught to understand the human body. You were not taught how the human body works. You were not taught what happens to the human body when certain things are done to it. None of that information was taught to you. All you did for all those years in medical school was to learn how to treat and cure illnesses. I can guarantee that you would not make a good doctor. Because what happens when you leave medical school and now step into the real world, where you are now faced with a problem you've never been shown how to solve? The only way you can solve that particular problem was if you understood how the body worked and if you knew what happens to the body when you do certain things to it and how it reacts to certain things. If you were taught to understand those parts of medicine, you are more likely to come up with a diagnosis and a solution to this problem. But because you weren't taught those things, and because you were taught to memorize certain methods, treat all those different medical issues, you don't know what to do in this particular instance. Therefore, you cannot treat the human body. Understanding something is such a powerful tool because even if you were never shown how to solve a particular problem, simply on the basis that you understand what is going on, you can come up with a way to solve an issue that's been presented to you. So back to your child in mathematics. If a child does homework only with the aim of practicing a new skill or practicing a new method they learned in class, they are missing out on the opportunity to truly understand mathematics. They need to think of homework as an opportunity to delve deeply into the topic that they are discussing that day. They need to ask themselves questions relating to the topic. Why are we solving this problem like this? Could we have not used another solution? Why are we using these specific steps? Those type of questions broaden their theoretical knowledge of a specific topic in mathematics, which then improves their understanding, which will then help them do much, much better in mathematics. This then highlights another benefit to doing homework. Homework reveals gaps in understanding. If your child is struggling with a particular problem, they've just been struggling for quite some time and they don't know how to solve this problem, that is an indication that there is something in this topic that they do not understand. So they need to go back and do research. See, if they can adopt this understanding of homework, homework becomes less of a chore and more of an opportunity to delve deep into mathematics. And once they adopt this view of mathematics, your child stops doing the bare minimum in math. They'll want to find even more problems to solve and more practice questions and practice papers because they know that the more they practice, the better they understand. And the more evidence they have that they actually do understand the work. The unfortunate truth is that textbooks do not cover all of the material in all of the topics of mathematics. It's rare to find a textbook that covers every single detail about percentages or every single detail about fractions. Even the smallest details can be very important. So if they go in with that mindset that homework is an opportunity for me to understand this topic in mathematics, they can discover things that aren't discussed in the textbooks. Instead of finding out in the exam that there's something that they do not understand about a topic, they can figure that out while they're doing their homework. And it gives them an opportunity to actually fix those gaps in their understanding. I've heard so many young people say to me that I do all of my homework and yet still I don't do well in my tests and my exams. That's because they treat homework as a practice session, whereas tests and exams assess their understanding of a math topic, not just their ability to memorize solutions and solve problems. So to ensure that they are using their homework time more productively, they need to remember that homework is how they build their understanding, so that when their understanding is assessed in the test or the exam, they can do well. Speaking of understanding mathematics, I recently created a course that teaches children how to understand mathematics, how to study mathematics. So if you are interested in a course like that, please be sure to go down to my website and schedule a free consultation with me there. If you're in search of an online math tutor, please go to my website and schedule a free consultation with me. I will leave the link down in the description. Parents, in summary, homework can be used more effectively if your child adopts the correct view of homework. Help your child understand that homework is not just a practice session. It's a means by which they can broaden their understanding of mathematics, and a means by which they can identify any gaps in their understanding and work quickly to fill those gaps before the test or exam season. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video with me. I will see you in the next one.